All right.
Happy holidays, Patrick.
Yes.
How you doing, buddy?
Merry Christmas.
I'm doing great. I feel glad to be alive. I was feeling shitty yesterday, but I was feeling good today.
Oh, all right.
Every day, it's a new day, you know.
All right.
You
Get up.
feel what you're
Get up
feeling.
on that mic.
Yeah, get up on the mic.
Yeah, we
Oh,
want
is this
everybody
better?
to hear.
All right,
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
So now it's the holiday season. We brought you in. Tell us about your story, what you got going on, and tell us, you know, what you come on the show to talk today.
Sure, what's up? All right, so I see y'all got nut cracking right here. I'll tell you about a real tough nut to crack.
All right.
All right, so have y'all heard of the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile?
Yes.
That giant,
Yeah.
hot dog and cars?
Absolutely.
So the Wienermobile actually has a brother, maybe a cousin. I don't know how you want to call it, but it's called the Planter's Nutmobile. It's a
Really?
giant peanut on wheels. You can even Google.
Oh, my
I got-
goodness.
Here, let me show you.
No way.
Sorry the photos kind of shit, but that's me down there jumping.
What?
That's this shit.
Oh yeah.
It basically, it's, if you look this up for yourself, it looks like a giant peanut.
It's a giant peanut on wheels.
I
So-
figured when you did say that, I was like, does he really mean a really giant peanut thing, or just I thought?
No, straight up. Yeah,
It is.
So
It's what it is.
This company, Kraft Heinz, every single year will hire 21 graduating college seniors to man their fleet of 6 Oscar Mayer Wienermobiles and
Yeah.
3 Planters Nutmobiles. And we take these like metaphorical dick and balls around the country
Wow.
to different parades, car shows, festivals, corporate events, food shows, just like handing out free samples. Sometimes I would dress up as Mr. Peanut, at the Gay Pride Parade in Chicago a couple years ago.
Wow.
People flashing me. Mr. Peanut, we fucking throwing dildos.
Monocle or no monocle?
Monocle, of course.
All right.
It'd just be a normal peanut. It would be Mr. Peanut.
Some say that he never had a monocle. We're not going to get into that, but I'm just saying.
What is monocle, guy?
Monocle is the IP. It's like the glass.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
seen that. I've seen it on the peanut things.
Yeah, but a lot of
It's
people.
like rich vibes.
It is.
It's like
It
evil
does.
over.
Yeah, over. See, man, like that. Yeah.
Hey, how you know more stuff than me over there, guy?
I'm pretty intelligent.
Okay. That's all right.
But yeah, man, it was wild. I was in a new city every single week. It was a grind. It was like the road life. So Mondays we drive from place to place. We get like Tuesday, Wednesday off, and then Thursday through Sunday we were just hitting up events. We run all the social media accounts, and it's just a really weird way to see the country, you know? Because
Yeah.
like, especially going through the middle of buttfuck nowhere. Because like, of course we went to all like the big fucking, you know, L.A., New York, you know, Dallas, whatever the fuck.
And you're
But it's-
driving, straight driving?
Yeah, I had to
Wow.
learn how to drive. I was actually taught how to drive the Peanut by so the headquarters for the Nutmobile and Wienermobile.
I'm sorry, they call it a nutmobile. Is that what
Yeah,
it's
dude,
called?
I was a Planter's Peanutter. Deadass.
Wow.
My peanut name that I used in interviews was Peanut Pat.
Oh,
Everybody.
okay.
I actually have a funny story about this. So every person had to like get their official Peanut nickname approved by.
Oh, this they go hard.
really?
Okay.
Yeah, but here's the thing: all the lawyers at Kraft Heinz are like old white dudes, so they don't pick up on like young people's like cultural references.
Oh,
So this
okay.
one dude named Derek, like the year before me, he made his peanutter name D's Nuts Derek.
Oh,
They didn't realize that. So there's all these interviews of
D's
us.
Nuts.
We're live here with D's Nuts Derek in the Nutmobile.
Oh, that's awesome. I gotta
That's-
go.
They didn't know about
That's funny.
these nuts.
That is funny. That is funny for D's nuts.
Yeah. I mean, they also had a medal system too. All right. So the medal system, they got bronze medal, silver medal, and gold medal. So bronze medal means you fuck anybody in the Wienermobile or Nutmobile.
What? Is that real? Seriously?
It's not like a real corporate policy, but it's
of
like
course
it's
not.
a tradition, you know, past.
Oh,
each thing.
tradition.
Yeah. And silver medal is you fuck another Kraft Heinz employee.
What medal did you? What medal
I'll
did you
get there. Gold medal. Gold medal is when. So I traveled with 2 people at a given time. So I was with 2 girls for 6 months, and then I
Alright.
traveled with another 2 girls for the second 6 months.
Oh,
and
nice.
gold medal is if you fuck one of your partners that you're traveling. But I got the participation medal. I was just jerked out by myself in that thing, you know.
Interessante.
But yeah, I mean, I felt like my favorite part of the job is not getting to see all the big cities. It was all like what some people consider like flyover country, you know.
Oh,
it's like all the random small towns in like Nebraska, Louisiana, Mississippi, you know, Arkansas, Kentucky, or whatever. Where it's like I feel like nobody knows what's going on over there. And it's like, these are real people, you know?
Of course.
I mean, a lot of them fucking voted for Trump, whatever the fuck, but they're like poor people, and like the Nutmobile, us coming to them, I had so many people say like them seeing the Nutmobile is like what brought them joy, like that year. That year. Like some of these places, that is like the biggest thing that happens that year. Comes into their town. It's like, damn, that's like so different.
It's very hard to call it the Nutmobile, but I'm gonna work with it. I'm gonna do my best.
And it's the Nutmobile, not the Peanutmobile. I think that's the official.
The Nutmobile.
Because we're inclusive of all nuts.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
So
and it makes sense. He says with you get to fuck whoever you want.
Yeah, he goes nuts.
You go nuts, and to get the nut, you gotta get that nut, right?
And nutting inside a nut, that's some
Oh my god.
Meta.
That's some interstellar Matthew
Meta.
McConaughey
Yes,
pushing
it
the
is.
bookshelf type shit.
Yeah.
All these nuts.
Yeah. Wow.
Wait, what do we have here? So we got water. We got, what is this?
Oh, that's coquitos. Have you heard of coquito?
No, it looks like eggnog.
It's like
spiked
eggnog is like that. Yeah, spike. There you go. Yeah.
Can I have some? Is that right?
That's
Of
you. Yeah.
course.
Oh, it's
Break it open.
Nice.
Richie Cruz, he
All
trying
right,
your
let's
coquito.
go.
Tell me how you like it.
Yeah, let us know. It's good.
Dude, that's smooth.
It's
Yeah,
smooth. All right.
Can I get the ding ding?
Yes, you can,
Richie,
sir.
You heard that, Richie?
Right on that.
Get the ding ding.
It is smooth. It's true.
So go ahead with your story, buddy.
Yes, please.
All right, yeah. All right, so here's my story. All right. So I'm about to tell you some like the weirdest thing that happened on the Nutmobile job, all right?
Okay.
So I was in Las Vegas, right?
Shout out to Vegas.
And the shitty thing about this job is that even though like there's not a big budget to drive a nut, you know, so we got like we stayed in hotels and shit while we were on the road, but we weren't at fancy places. We had like a cap. We couldn't pay more than $75 a room every single night.
Oh, wow.
So, but that involved like us kind of negotiating sometimes too, where we'd basically say like, oh, we have this really cool vehicle, like it's free advertising for your hotel, whatever. So we could usually still find like good place to stay.
Oh, okay.
But when we were in Vegas that week, there was like a bunch of conferences or shit going on. So we literally ended up staying at this place. It was like we found it the day before we got there, and we learned that it was like a swingers motel.
Shout out to
We didn't-
swingers.
We didn't realize what was
Motel,
going
not
on.
hotel.
So
Oh, is
I-
that motel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And I only learned it was a swingers motel because I fucking came out of my hotel room, put on the Mr. Peanut costume, and I literally almost got recruited into a porno.
Oh my
Straight up.
goodness.
Straight up. Almost recruited a porno. But the thing is, at the end of this trip, I was in Vegas, and my rule with gambling, because I don't know, my dad is like a gambling addict, right?
Okay.
So my rule is like I'm never gonna spend more than $20 when I'm only gonna bring 20, see how much it goes, because I just know if I start doing more, that shit's just gonna spiral me out of control.
Got you.
So I actually won. I won in blackjack. I won $300.
Nice. Okay.
I spent it on booze for me and my friend the rest of the night. I went to like a 5-star Caesar's Palace buffet. I sat with this Vietnamese family because I just went by myself because like no, it was expensive as fuck, but I was balling, right?
Yeah.
And this Vietnamese
it.
family, these are weird tourists. This Vietnamese family told me they had been to America 8 times, but the only place they went to all 8 times was Las Vegas.
Also, all they know is Vegas.
All they know is Vegas, right?
Okay.
So I spent the rest on that food, and then I spent the rest on weed, right?
Of course, why not?
but I learned that we were going to California the next day, and California, especially with like truck drivers, they do like big drug searches of each one. So I was like, fuck, we can't get like a drug bust in the Nutmobile. So it was like the final day in Vegas. So I was like, shit, I'm gonna have to like smoke the rest of this. You know?
Goodness.
So I did, right? I smoked it, and I still had more money. I was so determined I'm going to blow all this $300 where I'm in town because this is unexpected income.
Right.
And I'm bad. I don't save unexpected income.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't expect to have this, so I'm just going
It's
to.
almost like free money.
Yeah, it just felt like free money. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to this Moroccan restaurant over the fuck, like maybe smoke some weed. And they said there was like belly dancers at the restaurant. I was like, oh, that would be like a Las Vegas thing. And shit got really, really creepy because I showed up to this place. I like basically smoked the rest of what I had. I was like, it was probably the most high I'd been in my life.
Super zooted.
And I show up and it's one of those restaurants where you pay like I don't know, like $50 to have like a preset meal. Where they're like they give you the appetizer, the entree, whatever, and so I included everything, including like the belly dancing entertainment.
Nice.
So I was sitting. They put me in the corner of this Moroccan restaurant, right? And mind you, I'm at a Moroccan restaurant in suburban Vegas while I'm driving a peanut across the country. I'm high as fuck.
It's a crazy combination.
This is bad. Right? So they put me in a corner, right?
Yeah.
And I'm the only person in the restaurant because it's like 4 in the afternoon.
Right.
I'm like a
okay.
Tuesday because that's when I get the day off. You know?
Right,
So
right.
it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Tuesday. I'm vibing, and like I'm just really feeling like I can't even focus on my food. But here's the thing: another guy comes in, and I kid you not, his name is also Patrick. Because I hear them say like, "Oh yeah, Patrick, your reservation issue," and this guy that literally looked like the older version of me.
What?
Same body. Like, looked, same sort of like chubby aesthetic, same brown hair, and he literally sat in the corner directly across from me at this Moroccan restaurant. And I kid you not, like, once the belly dancer like started swaying in between us, he just started making fucking eye contact with me. And here's the thing, I fucking just woke up the next morning, and I don't remember what happened the rest of that evening, man.
You were that high?
Yeah, dude, I felt like I literally met my older doppelganger. There's this belly dancer dancing. It felt like I had transformed.
He
into,
met
like,
himself
mystical-
in the future. He was so high.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
crazy.
That's scary.
I was gonna say before you said
Because
that.
I don't lose weight in the future. That's what I told. I thought I'd look better.
I was gonna say because you know they always say everyone has a twin.
Oh yeah. That's kind of
Maybe
true
he met his
too.
twin,
Yeah,
but the way he went on, I was like,
genetics
yeah,
can only have but so much. So you do have a twin out there.
Well, don't they say in New York City, like, this is the one place where you can find like 5-6 copies of yourself? Like,
Yeah,
you'll feel like you'll
yeah.
see people on the subway. They're like,
Absolutely.
damn, that looks like me in a different dimension or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What? How's the food?
Dude, I don't remember.
All right.
But
How was it?
I like Middle Eastern.
Wait.
But I like Middle Eastern food though.
What were you smoking? That's what I want to know.
All right.
I don't even know, man. I didn't even get it. I didn't even get it from a dispensary, man. I just got it from some dude.
Oh no!
That shit was probably-
Patrick!
Hey,
You could have got lace, man.
Yeah, man, that's
Angel
dangerous.
dust.
Hey,
Patrick
win in
said- Patrick said, "I'm going
Vegas.
fuck."
Win in Vegas.
When in Vegas, he's right.
Get high. I just said, I don't know.
He's right though. It was in Vegas. It did take place in Vegas, and Vegas can get crazy like that.
Dude,
I get it. I
But
totally get it.
still, like, this can't be taking weed from anybody. I mean, hey.
Patrick.
What's your last name too?
Golden. Patrick Golden.
There you go. All right, so let us know. We don't want to cut you off, cut you short. So what happened after that? You woke up.
Yeah, I woke up. And then we fucking drove to Los Angeles, man.
Yeah, right
And
next
that's just
door.
the
How long?
grind.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
right next door.
It's
Yeah, it's
close.
not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
close.
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, basically my route, I started in Wisconsin, went down basically, did like the West Coast, like California, Oregon, Washington, Nevada, all that shit, and then went back through Texas, went all the way down to like Florida, up the East Coast, up to like New York, and then like swung back in.
Did you get the gold?
Nah, dude, I never got to go. Here's the thing: I actually was in a long distance relationship during that year. Isn't that so fucked up? And we broke up. We ended up in the same place after the year, and then we broke up. So it was like, what the? And then when she visited me, she was so petty because she was like, "I don't want to give you the satisfaction of letting you have sex with me in the Nutmobile," because she knew about the metal system.
Wow.
And she was like, "I don't want you to have metal. I don't want you to have that on me."
I don't want to give you the satisfaction.
I knew you were gonna say something when it comes to something like that. Yeah.
Don't you talk to me like that. Are you kidding me?
She had the sickness.
She has the sickness in full. It's full bloom. Where did you get off? Yeah, just saying that
This is
women
the
have,
thing
like,
with the sickness.
yeah,
When it's certain type of women. That's what they call it, the sickness.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to digress.
Yeah, we don't want to digress.
So
But-
that relationship messed you up from getting to gold.
Dude, that relationship messed me up in so many ways.
like Patrick.
Let's hear about it. Tell Santa.
Yeah.
Alright, so I met this girl. Her name is Grace. I won't say her last name or shit. Her name is Grace. She's a redhead. That's one of my types. I got 3 types. All right,
Ooh, tell us your
Let's hear it.
types.
Let's hear it.
I'm into redheads.
All right.
Because I don't know, there's something wild, forbidden about that shit.
Yeah.
I'm into Jews.
Oh,
Because there's
that's
something.
interesting.
Because there's something about the chosen people
All right.
choosing me.
Okay. Oh, I like that,
It's that
Patrick.
power. It's that
I
power
like that.
dynamic.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yes.
And
Okay.
then I'm into girls. I don't even know if y'all are gonna understand this because I don't really understand what I say. I'm into girls that are like into like mysticism and like weird, like not astrology, but like kind of weird out of the box religious stuff. For instance, all right, I'll go back to Grace, but I just got rejected. I flew to Chicago 2 weekends ago to ask out my former boss. She's 10 years older than me.
Patrick living his life.
Patrick, you got interested in good stories here. Go ahead, Patrick.
I used to live in Austin, right? And when I was in Austin, I worked at a frozen banana stand. Y'all ever seen Arrested Development?
Yes. Yes.
So
Like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
this banana stand was modeled after the Arrested Development. This girl,
Okay.
for her senior thesis or some shit, apparently created this stand, got money
It was
from
small,
the school.
smaller stand.
It's a stand, but it's not expanded to be a legitimate business.
Okay.
And yeah, man, she took money from the university to help like build this stand when she was 22, and now has just like done this for her life.
Wow.
For like 12 years, and I worked for her at the stand, and yeah, man, I just fell for her. She was like really weird. She was into like poetry and like weird avant-garde art, and that's not usually my type. You know what I mean?
So she wasn't a Jew. She wasn't a redhead.
She was like some weird alt hippie shit that like
That can be sexy. That can definitely be sexy.
I think it's because it's one thing where I
it's
felt
the unknown.
or like just dating someone crazier than you, so you feel less crazy.
That would be the Patrick way of looking at things, and I will allow it. I'll allow it. I will allow it.
Yeah, Patrick.
I'll finish this Grace thing real quick. So I met Grace. We did like a study abroad trip in college. I was in this program called the Normandy.
Sorry.
It's called the Normandy Scholar Program, where we studied World War II history, and we went and visited the sites and shit. And you know, we fell in love, and we were traveling, going to all these other countries. And same thing, like Banana Stand girl, she's like a level crazier than me. For instance, like I kid you not, she was like at the time when I met her, she was really into cranes. By that I mean climbing cranes.
Wait, like the animal?
No, like the fucking
cranes that build
like the
stuff.
skyscrapers and shit.
Like what the hell?
And I learned she would got like Tinder dates and like trick them into following her up a crane to hook up with her on top of a crane.
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass
like
serious.
the construction
Yeah, the
equipment?
construction crane,
bro.
Oh my
And
gosh.
we were in Berlin, and I didn't know this about her. We had finally like started hooking up. You know, we were starting to feel. You know, we were hanging out all the time at this point. The trip was almost over. It was the final night. And she's like, "Do you want to go to a crane with me?" And I thought she just meant like she knew of a bar or some shit. I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna like go grab drinks or whatever." And literally, I forget the name of the river that's in Berlin, but she literally was like, "Follow me," and she literally climbed along the fence, snuck inside an industrial park, and just started climbing up this fucking crane. I was like standing outside the fence. I was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
She's still living? Like, she hasn't gotten
Dude,
injured?
I don't know.
What is that about?
Has she told any horrific stories of her falling and any mishaps? Any
Nah, she's invincible, man.
Wow.
Yeah,
What is
dude.
that about?
All you have to do is be a rich white girl from Dallas. That's all. You just get superpowers. You're protected. You get immunity.
Yeah.
do all kind of crazy stuff?
Did you go? Did you?
I did follow her. I followed her, and we got to the top, and it was like, dude, I'm
got to the
scared.
top.
I'm scared of heights too. Like this shit was scaring the shit out of me. We got on top, and we like made it out at the top, and I was like, all right, this is actually pretty epic because it was actually at that time one of the tallest structures in the city, so we could see all of Berlin.
You see the things we go through just to get pussy. You see this bullshit? You see this?
Dude, here's the thing. All right, so I do comedy in New York, right? And all I truly think at the end of the day, all I'm really doing comedy for is trying to impress girls.
Okay.
Like
Fair enough.
subconsciously, I won't admit it, but at the end of the day, I'm like, I'm just hoping there's one person. Even if there's not a girl in the audience, there'll be some guy in the audience that'll tell a girl about what I do.
Fair enough.
But anyways, we go to the top, and then all of a sudden we fucking see spotlights sign up on us, and it's a fucking it wasn't the cops just yet, but it's the security
Just yet.
guard of the industrial park
yeah.
that they didn't know we were tourists there, so they're shouting in a megaphone in German. They're like,
Jeez.
and we were like, fuck, we gotta climb down. So we climb down to the bottom, and then Grace kind of looks at me and she's like, should we run for it? I'm like,
Yo, who's
that's
this Grace, yo?
That's a bad idea, and I'm glad we didn't run for it because as soon as we saw there were 8 cop cars waiting for us, and we're like, this is
You
fuck.
wouldn't have got away.
This is fuck. This is like we are about to go to German jail.
Yo. And you're out of the country too?
Yeah, you don't know how those chills are. in those
But here's the
elevators.
thing, and it's not even. I wouldn't even call it like a racial thing. I call it more of a cultural thing. Just how the police handle in Germany how they handle people that do shit. Like, cause here in America, if somebody did that, they'd like put you on the fucking ground, like, beat you the fuck up, like lock you up, no questions asked. You don't even get to explain yourself. But the German police, like, and the only reason I know about this is I started like reading up more about it and talking to. I have a couple friends that live in Berlin, and they're like, yeah, dude, the police here are just like, they're like understanding and shit.
Really?
And I'm dead serious. Like, we went down, and Grace is really good at smooth talking, and she basically said like, oh, we're just like two dumb drunk tourists that are staying at the hostel nearby, and we just wanted to have a good time. And they let us off the hook, and we even took the breathalyzer test. Like, I passed, but she failed. And I kid you not, this is what German police is like. They looked at this and they're like, okay, just don't do it again. And they literally let us keep the breathalyzer caps as souvenirs. They literally told us, like, here's a souvenir for you, America.
Wow.
And then we went to
America.
Then we went to the hookah bar across the river, and instead of smoking out of the thing they gave me, we put our breathalyzer.
Oh, you guys made it magical.
You smoked
You
it.
magicaled it up.
Oh, dude, man.
He probably got
believe that.
stories. These guys.
I can actually believe that. I hear that the cops here. We're so
Yeah.
used to the-
I mean, of course,
yeah.
man. You don't expect cops to be the same way everywhere. Yeah.
I mean,
so
I've been in jail before. Like,
All right.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
for what? It got to be something wild.
Yes.
So let's take a guess.
Okay. It has to do with a prostitute.
It was
Smuggling weed or something crazy psychedelic shit.
Oh,
What is it? Let's hear it.
Nah, it was with
close to the mic. We want everybody to hear it. Let's go.
I got arrested for driving under the influence, but it's kind of a weird story because basically it was the same chick, of course, Grace.
Oh shit.
Oh my gosh, you got to leave her alone. She is bad for your health.
I know. We've been apart for a long time. I have no idea where she lives now. We cut off all contact.
Okay.
But I think she lives in Austin. I'm not saying I know that.
Okay. He still be messing up.
So go ahead.
I still be looking up on Twitter. But anyways, it was like her best friend's birthday, and she at that point she was like wanting to go to law school or something, so she had taken the LSAT. And that takes a lot of like studying and preparing, so it was like a big day of celebration. So we went out to the bars that night, and then she got too drunk, so I think she like threw up in the bathroom of this final bar, and like, all right, we gotta call Uber home. But then on the Uber on the way home, she threw up in the Uber. So we got kicked out of the Uber. So then I called my friend.
Yeah.
My friend picked us up, and our friend took it back to her apartment. And then her roommates had accidentally deadbolted her out of it. So she was like lying on the grass, just like really drunk. And I was like, well, my car's here. I live like 3 minutes away. Let's just drive home.
Yeah.
But my car doesn't have automatic headlights. So that's like a red flag. If you're driving around with no headlights around a college campus at like 3 a.m, they're gonna assume you're drunk.
But why doesn't your car have headlights? What,
It's not automatic. I gotta
so you have to put it on.
flip it on.
You have to put it
on.
I was
Okay.
like, I loaded in the back seat. I wasn't drunk, but I was definitely tipsy because when they did the breathalyzer test, what ultimately ended up tossing out the results.
You're a wild dude.
It's because I blew one over and one under, so they ended up throwing that shit out later. But yeah, man, I got fucking handcuffed, put in the back. Had to spend like 14 hours in a cell with this dude that just like violently robbed a 7-Eleven and stabbed someone.
That's good.
It's like, this is
That's
chill.
good. Happy holidays.
Yeah, dude. Happy
That's
holidays. Yeah, man.
Oh my goodness.
Jail's terrible. Like,
No, I know.
Y'all been in that shit?
No.
we
We haven't
Sorry.
been. And we don't plan on going to
Not
jail,
at all.
Patrick.
Come on, Patrick.
Come on.
Patrick.
But let us
I'll
know
never
more
learn.
about your if you have the stories about the peanut. You know, we don't digress.
Sure.
Grace took us off the
I like it, Grace.
the rock. Yeah. She
Yeah.
took us up the crane.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Let's see. Well, like I said, so we're trained how to drive the peanut by the city of Madison, Wisconsin's police department.
Yeah.
So like, there's a very big historic relationship with like the Nutmobile and Wienermobile and the police. And so I actually got like trained how to drive the peanut by the police sergeant. And if you go to this one part of the Wisconsin hill country around Madison, you'll literally like mid-June every single year, you'll see all 6 wieners and all 3 Nutmobiles just like crossing paths and like going over hills.
Because they're training how to drive?
Yeah, training how to drive.
okay.
So the beginning of the job is called peanut prep. It happens.
Who's coming out with these names?
It happens at
I
the
want to
same.
shake their hand.
It happens at the same time as hot dog high. So for the win.
What?
But on the ride, I actually met other really weird vehicles.
Yo.
Like, there's the Idaho Potato Mobile, which is a
What?
big ass potato on like an 18-wheeler. I even the craziest one. I'm gonna show you a picture of this because I think it's so fucking funny.
Oh my goodness.
This is the funniest vehicle I've seen in my life. I'm not even gonna say what. I'll say what it is after I show you.
And where are those vehicles right now as we speak? They're parked up?
No, they're being driven. Like it's the work here still. Damn, I can't pull it up on my phone.
The holiday season?
Yeah, I think they get like 2 weeks off for break. Damn, if I can't find this, you might have to pull it up on that. But it's the Eddie Murphy Mobile.
What is that?
It's literally a vehicle that is the shape of Eddie Murphy's face that travels across the country.
Does he approve that?
I have no idea.
You would have to.
Yeah, I would think so.
Shit.
I
Imagine you see a vehicle with your face on it.
face, yeah.
Like, yo, who told me you got my...
I mean, technically,
it's
you're
good
Rudolph
promotion.
right now. You're not getting sued. I think you're good.
Rudolph
Right?
is fake, though.
That's true.
Eddie Murphy. Man, you see
He's a
your
real
face.
person. That's true.
But anyway, yeah, so go ahead.
But yeah, we were trying to do that. I'd say my favorite place I went to is, I mean, I loved going to the big cities and stuff. Like I had friends that lived there, but it's more so like what are the places there would have been no other reason for me to go there besides the shop. And I'll say I'm a big stand for Boise, Idaho.
Okay.
Boise, Idaho, I think is one of the most underrated destinations in the country because, I mean, its main drawback is that it itself is really cool, but it's in the middle of nowhere. And
Yeah.
It's really far from
Yeah.
other places.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Really
a 10-hour
remote.
drive
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
any. In fact, when we were driving, not into Boise, but from Boise to Portland, there are stretches in the American West where you'll go like 150, 160 miles with no gas station.
Ooh.
And I didn't know this. So there was one time where the Peanut ran out of fucking gas. And
Oh, my goodness.
when I don't know if y'all have experience when your nut busts on the,
Go on.
the side of the road.
I mean, when you said when you're nut bust, I'm thinking, okay, sexual stuff.
Gosh.
But nut bust on the side of the road meaning what?
Yeah.
The
Peanut
nutmobile
ran
was
out of
breaking
gas.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So
Pretty much.
we were running out of gas, but we knew we were like half a mile away from the nearest gas station. So I literally, this is still the sketchiest shit I've ever done in my life. I put the nutmobile in neutral and just let it ride out the freeway and just went on to the exit ramp with no gas. Like the accelerator wouldn't work. I was on pure neutral. I ran through a red light.
That's
and I
dangerous.
skirted. Yeah, it was
Patrick!
Yo.
Yo, this guy is a dude living on a wild
life,
side.
yo. Like, yo, you live a wild life.
Scary hanging out with him.
So what happened?
Well, we didn't make it to the gas pump, but we made it to the outskirts of the gas station, so we were able to run in and get like a canister. And
Oh, okay. Okay.
I mean, if you ever drive, I'm not sleeping and letting you do anything.
I'm sorry, Patrick. I like you, but we can't
I gotta
hang
keep
out.
one eye closed and one eye open with him. If we're hanging out with him.
I like you. I do.
Yeah.
We're not hanging out. I'm sorry.
I grew up a lot during this pandemic.
All right, Patrick. So we have 5 minutes left. We want to know about that gold status. Like, what goes on? Give us what goes on in those nutmobiles.
Damn. All right. So I'll just describe what the inside looks like.
Okay.
So you go in and it literally feels like you're almost in a. It's not a camper. Some people think it's an RV. Like there weren't beds inside, but
Okay.
there were like 6 seats. They all were like decked out with like peanuts and shit on the ceiling. They have a timeline of the history of how Mr. Peanut's look has changed. over
Oh,
history.
my
Like,
goodness.
all iterations of design, because the original Mr. Peanut design was made by like a kid, an elementary school student for
Oh, I
a
didn't
contest,
know
and
that.
they've used kind of that base formula since then. And then in the back, we have like all our peanuts, all of our stuff to set up the events, as well as like the Mr. Peanut costume, the sunroof, where if we're ever doing the parade, Mr. Peanut would go through the parade or go through the sunroof and shit.
Oh, and wave and stuff. Okay.
But yeah, dude, it was very raunchy. Like that whole metal system has apparently been a thing for generations, like
So-
since the start of the program.
So what do you get? What level did you get, and how many women did you screw?
Well, he said he couldn't. He said he couldn't.
because I was dating
Yeah,
someone
he was
during
doing
the
something
year.
long term. Somebody long term.
Oh yeah, that's what
yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot. Sorry, it's a coquitos again in my system.
Nah, you're fine.
Yeah, he couldn't do it.
Okay.
Does it smell in there?
Does it smell in them?
Oh, yeah.
If I showered, no. But if I didn't, no.
Okay.
Imagine taking the light inside there and looking to see how much.
Oh, the black light. Oh, to see how much nut is in the Nutmobile.
With celebrities sometimes too. Like one of the people that just drove the Nutmobile literally got to. Do y'all know who Kenny Beats is?
No.
Kenny Beats is like this music producer who he works with artists like Denzel Curry or JPEG Mafia or like I don't know, Freddie Gibbs. I don't know if any of that rings a bell. But they drove him around. The guy, y'all ever watch that show America's Funniest Home Videos?
Way back in the
That
day.
dude, you know that dude Tom Bergeron or whatever? He was the old host or whatever. I never knew his name.
I know.
just know what
The
he
only
looks
one I
like.
remember is Bob Saget.
Yeah.
That's the only one I remember.
shit.
Yeah, I know. We know Saget from Full House.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
And Carlton is like the new one. I
Yeah.
think.
There's one Nutmobile where former President Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter?
Yeah, he hosts like a peanut festival in a small town in Georgia. So there's one team every single year that gets to like eat dinner with Jimmy Carter.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't get to be that team.
Are you okay? So are you just tired of nuts at this point?
Dude, I don't know. It's
How many
weird.
planters did you like
Yeah.
take in?
I ate so many fucking peanuts that year, man. But here's the thing, though. I thought that was gonna be the craziest year of my life until COVID hit. You know?
Yeah, what happened to
Isn't that
COVID? Real
crazy?
quick, what happened during COVID? Did they stop the Nutmobile from nutting around?
They stopped it and then they they stopped it and then they resumed. I think last year or some shit.
Well, I gotta say nutting around. It is crazy how many ways you use the word nut
I guess
in a
nothing.
sentence.
Nothing
I heard
happened.
every single pun in the book. That's why it was always cool. And here's the dumb thing: people at events would come out acting all smug and shit, like I'm about to tell this guy a nut pun or joke that they never heard before. I'm like, I've heard every single.
I'm sure you
That's
have.
why it was always amazing whenever I meet someone that like come up with a joke I never heard before. I'm like, that's some creative type shit. But we met all sorts of weird.
There's nutmeg in there.
Nutmeg? Did you nut in here? This looks like semen. I don't know what I've been drinking. Got a man dressed like Rudolph. I don't know what I walked into.
Hey, stop taking shots at me. All right, Patrick.
Patrick.
I know. Before we wrap it up, let us know final thoughts, man.
Yeah,
What do you want? You have anything to say before we wrap it up?
No, it's just like you're just.
We got to get him back on the show again,
Oh,
buddy.
absolutely.
Patrick, we got to get you back on the show, man.
For real.
Yeah.
All right, here's my final thoughts.
Final thoughts.
Yes.
I say it's 2021. We just got out of a pandemic. I
still
feel
in
like,
it.
yeah, we're still in that shit. Yeah. But I say, you know what? I feel like a lot of people have been bottled inside. And I feel like a lot of people are like starting things from scratch, you know, kind of like new jobs, new lives. And I feel like we as a country should almost do like a hard reset. Because I feel like
okay.
I feel like we're now at such a place where I feel like we can really see some good like social change and like shit.
Hard reset like what? Government say, yo, just cut what? Like, what's a hard reset? Like, give me an example.
Harvey, what do you mean?
Hard reset.
What does a hard reset look like
Hard
to you?
reset for you.
Hard reset to me, I'd say is like fucking restructuring this government and shit. I don't know. I don't trust. Not to get like too political, but I'm just very cynical about like the government and its ability to like help people in this country. And I feel like there's a lot of like broken promises and people not doing shit. And I feel like now, if ever, is a time where we as a society have kind of collectively realized like, oh shit, like everything could be taken away from us at a moment's notice. And I think that how can that not make you empathize for people that aren't who you are? So I feel like we all just got to be like, damn, we're all just like human beings here in the United States.
Now, if I could just cut in for a minute and just take a moment to what Patrick said, you understand that this man climbed a crane for vagina, but yet he still does not trust the government. That is saying something. You know what I'm saying? That's a big deal. It's a big deal.
sure.
Yeah, this sounds like a part 2 for Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Thank y'all for having me on.
Yeah.
This was so much fun.
It's a
Like,
pleasure,
literally
buddy.
made my day.
It's
Yeah.
a pleasure.
That's awesome.
It's a pleasure. All right.
stories.
This wraps up another episode of Face to Face. Yours truly, Nessa Can and Caprice.
That's me.
We're out of here.
Merry Christmas.
Patrick.